So good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. My name is Kelly Chun, um, and on behalf of whoever invited you tonight, we are so thankful you're here. We're going to try to be respectful of your time. I will be available after the recording has ended to answer any questions. So I think everyone is muted during the recording, and we'll go ahead and get started. So I get the privilege tonight to get to speak to you about hormone balance. It has recently become a fascination for me, and something that I love to share with people because I think most everybody can identify, right? So if you're looking at this screen, you can see that there's so many things on there that everybody would raise their hand to at least a couple of those. The mood swings, the low libido, headaches, night sweats, hello, food cravings, hot flashes, acne, insomnia, fatigue and tiredness, and weight gain. All of those actually are related to hormone balance and imbalance, particularly. And those are not things we always think of in relation to hormones. And when I say hormones, I'm talking actually not necessarily about reproductive hormones. So we'll get more into that as we go along. But if you identify with one of those, you are in the right place. So tonight, I'm bringing to you products and kind of a testimony of my own about a company named Partner Co. A year ago, I had not even heard of it, and over the last 12 months, it has dramatically changed um, life and health for me personally and for my family, and for so many people that I personally know. It is a company that has been around not quite 2 years yet, and it's having a huge impact. It is definitely building a legacy for sure. It came about, and its name Partner Co came about because post COVID, um, there were some great companies out there in the network marketing industry, all in the health and wellness lane, that had great products but were struggling due to economic issues, the ability to manufacture their products, to obtain and the raw ingredients for some of their products, and to quickly ship those out because of supply chain issues and such. So they were struggling, and our company actually looked at ways that they could save those products and keep them in the market by combining some of those companies. So we actually acquired 14 and brought them all under one umbrella. And one of the greatest things about that is, number one, we got to pick and choose what products we brought on board. And so we got the best of the best to add into our portfolio. We're also around the world because of that, and we're debt free. Our smart owners actually knew that if they sold off some of those duplicated assets between those 14 companies, they could pay off the debt very quickly. And so we are a new company, just under 2 years old, completely debt free and growing by leaps and bounds. Um, of those products, we actually have over 100 products that are in our portfolio. And like I said, they are all derived from nature, but backed by science. And we can actually address a number of issues. I joke and tell people that if it's something you would talk to your friend about over a cup of coffee, isn't that always where we air it out? Um, then we probably have something to address that for you. And so I love the products that we do have. We have products for hormone balance to promote and support our metabolic functions in the body, and that drives most everything. Immune health, insulin resistance. Insulin resistance, you'll hear me talk a little bit more about. I would love to do an entire talk about insulin resistance. It's that big an issue in the US for sure. Weight loss, athletic performance, the list goes on and on. Um, and so we do have a chief medical officer and director, and his name is Dr. Ray Strand. I'm a bit of a nerd. I am a self-professed nerd, and I'm proud of it. Just as well be. Everybody knows that about me. But I'm fascinated by his research. He is published and he is our chief medical officer. We have a wellness council that you can see here on the slide. Dr. Crystal Vance, who is a chiropractor, drives that council. Kristen White is a gym owner and personal trainer and professional athlete for many years. She sits on our athletic council. And then Brett West is the senior officer and director of our research and development department. And they are hard at work bringing some new innovation to the table. We're actually anticipating a new product launch in February at an event. And you see there that we do have tested and proven products. Over 200 clinical studies, over 1,000 quality testing. Those things actually are not required, but our company goes above and beyond to do that. We have NSF endorsements and certifications, and that's important. That means that our products are manufactured in facilities that are held to a very high standard in order to maintain those certifications. And what that really means for you is that you can trust taking these products, consuming them personally, and having your family, from the eldest to the youngest, actually use some of our products and feel good about it. You can feel great about recommending them to the people in your life that you love and adore the most. So studies actually show that with our gateway product, you lose twice the weight as diet alone. And you can do it, from my personal experience, much quicker and easier. Yes, you're going to lose more weight, but there's so many added benefits. You're going to do it without those food cravings driving you. You're not always feeling denied. You're going to do it with less hunger. You're not going to feel the urge to clean your plate every time you sit down to a meal. And you're going to, because when those hormones balance out, you're going to have control over your appetite and those cravings, which then allow you to make better choices about your diet. You're going to have elevated energy as it begins to support immune system. And you'll most likely have, if you're suffering with any type of joint pain, you will feel that improve as well. All of those things amount to health differences on the inside that you can see and feel. But it makes that weight loss so much easier as we do that. So these are some benefits to the body balancing drops. You'll hear them referred to in social media as skinny drops, as liquid discipline. I tell everybody it's my willpower in a bottle because of that decrease in appetite and decrease in those cravings. So one way these drops actually work, there's two bottles, and let's see if I can go back there. There's two bottles. The first bottle you'll see is the one that primes your body for digestion. And it's an herbal blend that is Ayurvedic in nature. It is natural. It contains things like rhodiola, ashwagandha. Those things can not only help to curb those cravings, but also help with mental anxiety. You may find that you can sleep better at night once those effects are in your body. Accelerate is the second bottle. It contains a methylated form of B12, which is very important. There's so many gene mutations now in the US that have evolved over time that can keep you from actually breaking down some nutrients so that your body can absorb them effectively. A methylated B12 is the most bioavailable form of B12 that you can consume. And our particular B12 is also, you take it under your tongue. Both of these drops you put under your tongue. There's a couple reasons for that. You take smaller doses throughout the day. That gives you a steady balance in your bloodstream. You take it under the tongue where there's a lot of capillaries and blood supply, so it is absorbed quickly that way. Gets in the bloodstream. You can begin to feel results quicker with this than if you were taking a pill orally. And then we also have an approved foods list. Now, I tell everybody, this is not a diet. Get that out of your mind. It actually is a lifestyle change. It is an approved foods list. It is your yes list. This is your grocery list for your shopping, for preparing your food for your family, and you will be shocked that you will no longer have to make a meal for yourself if anybody else has ever done that, and then feel compelled to also make a meal for your family that is different from yours. You leave feeling deprived, you're worked down from making two meals. There's none of that here. We are talking about real food. It is the food God gave us. It is complex carbs, it is protein, it is healthy fats. And so it is meat, vegetables, fruit, those healthy fats, as I was talking about. It's going to keep you full. It's going to also, it's low glycemic. That's something that also helps to impact hormones. So it's going to help that blood sugar to stabilize by not continuing to spike that insulin every time you eat. Um, and so these two things work together. Now, some people say, now, if when I'm looking at that food plan, if I did that by itself, I would lose some weight. You probably would lose some weight, but studies show you'll lose it twice as fast taking those drops, but you're going to feel better doing it. And it's going to make it easier to do for a lifetime. And we're not going to be perfect. None of us are perfect. We don't have to be perfect. But if you will eat as close to this food list, drink some water, and take those drops, you're going to call whoever brought you to this call tonight and say, thank you so much for telling me. It happens every week. Somebody comes back and says, thank you so much. I'm feeling better. I've lost weight. My husband's feeling great. My feet don't hurt. My hip pain went away. My skin is clearing up. I mean, there's so many testimonials that I hear from people every week. And you don't have to buy any prepackaged foods. That was something that I love. I've been on numerous diet plans where I had to spend a lot of money um, in buying some type of prepackaged foods, and there is none of that here. So that's a blessing. The woman you see on the screen is Kristen White. She is the gym owner I was speaking of before. In that first picture on the left, she was postpartum, and so everybody postpartum is needing to lose something, right? But you can see her in the middle. Most of us would give our left foot to look like that. But she has even become more lean than that middle picture by using products from this company. She does promote them there through her business. She also promotes them on social media because it's free. That's where the world lives, is on social media. So why would we not leverage that? But she is a powerhouse, and I love to hear her talk about the product. She has so much product knowledge. This is Ursula. She has actually become a friend of mine. She lives down in Florida. She is a homeschooling. I always throw that in there because I think that's important. She's a homeschooling mother of six. And you can see the pictures of the scales there. She's able to keep up with all those kids. They are all in extracurricular activities, sports, dance, cheerleading, you name it. And she and her husband have to divide and conquer to be with everybody everywhere. And she has now the energy to do all those things. Mr. Alan Schultz. So these drops are not just for ladies. They are not, like I said, they don't affect reproductive hormones directly. And so all of us have cortisol, which is our stress hormone. All of us have insulin. All of us have gut hormones. And those are the main ones that these drops impact. Now, let me tell you something that's important about what I just said. When cortisol goes up, which is a stress hormone, insulin goes up in response to it. When insulin goes up, initially, when the body is still healthy and resilient, it will have a bit of a blood sugar drop in response to that insulin going up. When that happens, we get hangry. Do y'all know what I'm talking about with the Snickers commercial? We get hangry. And so we go and we eat our Snickers, right? Everybody in here's done that. It's like, give me something now. And it's usually something sweet or salty that's carb ridden. And then you feel better for a bit because that blood sugar comes up. When the blood sugar comes up, insulin goes up in response to it. Now you're hangry again. Now we're on that Ferris wheel, that hamster wheel, so to speak, of always either being hangry or having an insulin spike. Cortisol goes up more, and it is kind of a chemical or hormone war zone, so to speak, in your body. And one of the things that you will see, many people, even that don't have a lot of belly to lose, will see visceral fat loss in their belly, in their middle region. And you can see that here on Mr. Allen. Um, One thing that's important about that visceral fat, number one, it lines your most vital organs in your abdomen, between your chest and your hips. And that's your liver, that's your pancreas, that's your spleen, that is your gut. And there's a lot of bodily functions that are driven in that abdominal area. And don't get me off on gut, because gut is actually our second brain. But that visceral fat lining the surface of our most vital organs is dangerous. It's dangerous because it constricts those organs, it decreases blood supply, it causes all kind of disruptions, but it also can independently secrete some hormones that further disrupt metabolic function. And so when you begin to lose that, as these hormones come into balance, you will see that middle begin to shrink. And then you get added benefits from the metabolic balance. So they are not just for women, they are for men too, and for people of such a wide age group. If you've been through puberty, you can take these drops. There's no age limit beyond that. The only people that I would not give drops to is women as a woman that is either pregnant or nursing. We don't want to be messing with their cortisol during that time, because it can affect building a lung for a baby, and it can also affect their milk production. And so you don't want to be messing with them when they are with those hormones, and disrupting any normal function when they are either pregnant or nursing. So that's the reason. It is not unsafe for them other than those two things. This is Misty. I met her last year, and what a brave woman for putting those belly pictures out, right? We have all shared these pictures. I'm sure she had no idea about the number of eyes that would see her pictures when she put these out here, but she's so willing to share. And that is 6 weeks, first picture to second picture. Look at that difference there. And then it is about 4 months to that third picture. I would do most anything for that kind of visceral fat loss for 4 months. But when you know behind the scenes, the metabolic function that has improved for her because of the changes you can see in the belly, that is very impressive. This is Robin Perron. She is a bodybuilder, and most of us would love to have her before picture, right? But that after picture was after she had taken the drops to lean down a little more for a bodybuilding competition. Needless to say, you see her there with the trophy. She won that competition, and then she began to share with other people about these products that we have. This is Dr. Crystal Vance that I spoke of before. She is a chiropractor. She has now lost more weight than she now weighs. So she's lost 162 pounds. She weighs less than that now. And I think what's more important than her impressive weight loss is the fact that she is no longer yo-yoing. She has maintained that weight loss now for many years. And people ask all the time, okay, well, if I lose the weight, do I have to stay on the drops forever to maintain that? No, not if you stay on a healthier lifestyle. You may walk more, you may make better food choices, but most people do at least take those a few times a year to maintain that hormone balance. But you typically do not regain weight coming off the drops like you do with so many other methods and prescription agents, because it is actually going to the core and fixing the causation rather than just giving you something to curb your appetite or giving you something to cause some rapid weight loss. All weight loss is not healthy. And so that's important to know. You don't want to lose weight too quickly without other lifestyle changes, because what is happening is you're losing muscle. And here we're actually targeting fat that is more easily maintained. And the before and afters just continue to roll in. So you see Terry, you see Ashley. I don't want to spend too much time on those. So to get to the drops, this we have several options for you to do that. The first one is to be a customer and buy retail. I personally don't let anybody buy retail because I feel like I'm robbing them. So I don't feel like it is fair to allow someone to pay retail when I can offer them a discount. So the second way actually is you can buy from the person that brought you to this call. They're going to get you a discount from full retail, but this is better. So you can actually become a member, a wholesale buyer, if you will, by opening a virtual business for $29.95. That is a one-time for life fee. You never have to do that again, but you do get a website where you can go in and order your own products at wholesale. You get a back office. You also get some marketing tools should you share these products with your family and friends. And when you begin to see results, you're going to want to tell at least your immediate family. And then other people are going to start asking you what you're doing. Why send them to someone else if you can be paid on it? You may have no interest in that, but this is still the best way to get the best prices, especially when it's a one-time fee for life. I know I pay for Amazon Prime every year. I pay a membership at Sam's or Costco every year. I'm now the Walmart Plus member because I like things delivered to my door. I pay that every year. I just renewed in December. This you only pay once a year. And by the way, all of those are way more than $29.95. The next way to get them, and this is one of the smartest and most popular options, if it is for you personally, especially if you don't have the money that you feel like you can spend on yourself every single month, then this is a great option. So you can get a 4-pack. You can even pre-sell it if you need to, and we can show you how to do that. But here's what I mean by that. When you get a 4-pack and sell three, as the one who brought you to this call most likely is doing, they're selling them at a retail price, which is somewhere between wholesale and full retail. Then you actually have enough money to purchase the full 4-pack, get your drops for free. You've made more back than you've spent. And so they have covered the full cost of your 4-pack when you sell three that way. So then the fourth box is free. So I say sell three, get yours for free. Now, there are other ways to use that 4-pack too. But the next option is actually to turn your social media into a profit, into a business, into something that is generating revenue for you rather than just the empty scroll, right? We're all on social media. Everybody that I know at least is on one platform. So you turn your social media into profit, and we actually have a system for doing that. And all that is sharing your results, sharing results from your friends and family, from people that you will meet in here in these chat groups. You will know these people that you're posting about and can tag them in your post if you choose to. But we can reach people around the world for absolutely free through social media. So it's smart not to. Why do you see ads on Facebook? Because they are doing the same thing. People know that that's where people are. Businesses know that that's where their audience is. The audience for their products is on social media. And so most of the world selling is online nowadays. And so why not leverage that for free for your own business, even if you're just wanting to make a little? Now, I said we had a system for that. It's a plug and play simple system. And the value of this means that you, if you've never been in network marketing or indirect selling before, or someone you know right off the street that says, I can't really afford the drops myself every month, sell them that 4-pack, get them to sell three, get theirs for free. Anybody can do this. I'm telling y'all, a 7 or 8 year old can run this system. It's that simple. So you will see on the screen, we actually have text scripts that will guide you in how to answer people when they have questions. It's based on a sales system, which is something that I don't personally know anything about as a nurse practitioner. We also have social media graphics and text built out for you. Here, and this is an older slide, we had 4 weeks. Now we actually have 6 weeks of posts. It tells you exactly what to post and when. Again, that the way that is set up is based on that sales process. And so it's quite successful online. And this is what we call our system of growth. We also have videos that you can share about the products with anyone who asks. We have training that you can learn more about products or about the business right from the app that'll be on your phone, in your hand at all times. You're sitting somewhere waiting for an appointment, pull something up and watch it, or send a message to somebody, all right there from the palm of your hand. And everybody has a phone all the time, right? If there's anything that we don't leave home without, it's our phone. Um, so to move forward with that, the more you buy, the bigger you stand to earn from that. The profitability actually goes up. So when you buy a 10 pack, because you're buying in bulk, just like you're at Sam's, but now you have the opportunity to earn retail income on those products. If you sell 10, and we've actually, this is an older slide too, now you stand to earn $600 profit, meaning you have a full return on your investment, making back everything you've spent, and an extra $600 in the bank paid directly to you from people in your network who also want to be healthier and get hormones balanced. We also have the option now of a 30 pack. There's a couple benefits to this. It is more profitable to buy a 30 pack because you're getting an even deeper discount. So you stand to earn more profit on a 30 pack purchased at once than three of those 10 packs, but you can certainly do it any way you choose. But here are some advantages to the 30 pack. You are then fully commissionable for life. You never have to do it again. So if you're coming in here to build a straight up business and expand globally around the world, because we are actually open in 52 countries around the globe, you could join the business for $30. $30 for that membership, and your website is immediately up, and you could call a friend in Australia and sell to them tonight. Um, and so if you're coming in here to look at the actual business opportunity and go global with it or go nationwide with it, this is the way to go. You're fully commissionable for life, earning 30% up front, and your profits are even bigger. So you actually are earning north of $2,400 on a 30 pack. That would be $1,800 if you were doing it with 10 packs. So you can see the profitability is so much bigger. Also, if you have a storefront or know someone who does, they can actually retail products in that storefront and be more profitable as well. I had a friend tell me the other day that in her pharmacy, she has nothing on the shelf that she can make $50 or more per sale on profit. And here you certainly can. And so she was excited to put it in her family-owned pharmacy. And so that is the gist of what we have to share with you tonight. Again, there's so much more to it. We have that big portfolio of products, and we can coach you in how to earn your investment back quickly, have some money in your pocket before spring break. You can have a fabulous vacation fund by spring break starting now. But if there's anything else that you would like to make money for quickly, this may be the place. If you want to get your products for your family at the deepest discount, that membership is the way to go. If you want to just get a box and try them, get back with whoever invited you here tonight. We are Partner Co. We are better together. So we're looking for people to join us. And we want to be your partner in health, in lifestyle and wellness, and also in business. So if you or someone you know is looking for any of those things, bring them back to a call. We'll have another one next week. And I'm going to thank you again for your time tonight. And if you have questions, once I turn off this recording, I'm happy to stay on and answer whatever questions you have. Good night.